Alright, so I think it's about time we finish up all these Realm Reborn quests. Let's start by finding Tataru. Alright, so take the warp to the Arcanist Guild. I am a Lalafell ninja. A stabby potato. And I am here to stab the ankles of anything that makes me mad. Also, where's Tataru? Have you guys seen her? I think I need to go downstairs. Yep, here she is. Hi, Tataru. We're just checking up on ya. See if everything's going okay. Throat, what are you doing here? We're just checking up on ya. I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru shall become a great and powerful Arcanist. And now, at that person's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise until we meet again. You know, the training exercise that every single beginner goes through when they're starting out as the class. Alright, time to speak with this person. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. Do you require assistance? So you're acquainted with our newest member. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I fear young Tataru may not be ideally suited to the study of Arcanima. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and now goes to undertake her first trial. A simulated inspection of 3 crates. Simple task, some might say, but one all Arcanists are expected to complete. A thought occurs to me. Why not supervise Tataru's training? You're clearly an accomplished adventurer, and given your relationship with a girl, you seem an ideal person to have on hand. Her trial will be conducted at the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gate. You only need to observe at a distance. Wonder if that dialogue changes if you actually started out as an Arcanist or undertook the Arcanist quests. I would assume it would. Alright, so I need to get out via the upper deck. So let's go after that. Let's go out of that aetheryte. Hold on a second. Oh, Middle Lanoska. I was not reading that right. There it is. Zephyr Gate. Ah, down here. Wee! Ow. Or as her seas to the pirate's port, where she meet her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plans to naught, came the lass whom none could fool. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Are those crates I spy? Ah, and this must be the true test, but we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? She's so cute in that outfit, honestly. Carbuncle? Aw, her carpuncles run off. Oh, that ain't good. Come back, Carbuncle, come back! Oh, sounds like that, went well. Let's see if we can catch up with her. Taru, you okay? I should have known you'd come. You needn't say a word, your face says it all. Yeah, does my face say it all? Does it really? You can tell my face says it all. Because it's covered. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress that person of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond me. She's so distraught. I must protect her with my life. You're a bunny with a woodcutting axe. I better be careful. I am going the wrong way. I just realized. Here, screw this. I'm just flying in. Well. Alright, where's the nearest one? Oh, it's all the way over there. Ah, back so soon. How fared our fledgling arcanist? I cannot speak. Yeah, it seems like your assumptions were correct. Abysmally, mistress, abysmally, as Throat will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist, wrong as usual. I'm completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled to even summon the carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? You're too kind, mistress. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Alright, Tataru. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Anything for you. Wonderful, then to Costa del Sol we go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Yay, we're going on a date! I mean, wait, what? Alright, Costa del Sol is, just a teleport away! So what's she want help with? Oh, she's above. Well, let's, go up here then. Yay, there she is. Always the same color scheme, too. That's an adorable outfit. Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the drowning wench told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam which can be harvested at this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let's be off. Yay, I'm a bodyguard. What fortune, I've already found one. Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Sure. Right here. A hostile presence? Where? Oh. Hello? You stay away from Mr. Tataru. You don't have ankles to shank, but I can shank your tail. There we go. I did it. She is safe and sound. Well fought, well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for the reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. Though I thought to make charms for everyone so that no matter where they go, they'll always come home. Oops. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Finneman waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the signs in the Lominson market. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent, and tell her she needn't worry about me. Farewell, and thank you for everything. Sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Aww. That was your chance to hug her. Alright, back to the Rising Stones. I still have 2 Aetheryte tickets left, and I don't think there's any reason for me to go back to the Waking Sands anymore. At least I don't think so. Probably turn this up just a hair. Welcome home. I gather you found Tataru and Limsa Lominsa? She wanted to be an arcanist, but found she sucked at that, so she's gathering pearls. My, it sounds as though she's had quite an adventure, and while it didn't end as she'd hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. I'm sorry. No doubt you have other matters to attend to, and we have already imposed so much upon you. Pray take some time for yourself. I dare say you have more than earned a respite. After all, we will be most busy with preparations as the banquet draws near. Should other adventurers summon you elsewhere, perhaps now's the time to heed their call? In order to progress the main... There it is! So I guess I'm kind of wrong about it ending today, or I'm just going to go on super long today. You must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. So yeah. We are now bottlenecked by the Crystal Tower quests. Let's go on ahead and take care of this. Alright, so, with the help of Sid Garlon, members of the expedition to the Crystal Tower, and blah blah blah, let's go on ahead and do this. So yeah. We have to take care of the Crystal Tower now. This was not the case when I first played. But because of patch 5.3, it is now required. So, let's just keep doing Crystal Tower. I honestly thought I'd be bottlenecked after all of the Realm Reborn stuff. Like, I wouldn't be able to start Heaven's Ward without finishing the Crystal Tower. But no. So, I might have been a little off about having to start Uncharted 2 today. Shoot. Well, I'm gonna be doing nothing but waiting, so I'll see you in a couple seconds, YouTube. Okay, that was quick. That was like 30 seconds, but yeah. So yeah, let's do this. And I'm getting some tomestones for this, so it's not all bad. Alright, Crystal Tower. Let's start this. The Labyrinth of the Ancients. That is one hell of an aetheryte. Alright, so these big raids kind of work differently than the regular ones we've done. There's actually 3 different parties of 8. Yeah, it's basically 3 different parties of 8 known as alliances. And depending on which alliance you're in, you'll sometimes be doing you'll sometimes be tasked with doing different things, like you'll start your position at a different spot for a boss compared to other groups. Yeah, in my case, I'm in Alliance A, which means, holy crap, I'm the leader, really? Oh. It's been a while since I've been in this one, so I don't think I'm suited to be a leader. But yeah, for a lot of these encounters, it will be just group up on the enemies to kill them, but other times, like specifically for bosses, there's going to be times where we're going to be doing different things. Oh god, I got hit. I got hit by something. Pools of Folly is no longer sealed. Good. Luckily, during a lot of this, you will not gain experience. So, I'm not going to worry about being over-leveled for stuff coming up. Sounds like my sound effects are turned way down. I need to check on that. Configuration. Oh, God. Just gonna turn my sound effects up a hair. That should work. Yeah, screw it. I said I'd be finishing up all the Realm Reborn stuff today. I'm gonna be doing that, even if it takes me longer than 2 hours. God, it can get really dicey during some of these sections. How many ninjas we got? I'm one. Oh wow, I'm the only one. It's a lot of machinists and black mages though, and a red mages, and samurai. Yeah, I'm the only ninja. Yeah, only one can be laid down at a time. Oh, God. That was super deadly. Alright, so from what I'm seeing, it's basically just don't get into the poison pools, and just kill ads as they appear. Where's my... There's my mouse. Heal up. Okay. Alright, so it seems like it would be a good idea to take out those things so that they don't cause an AoE before taking out the Bone Dragon. You also don't want to be in the way of that. Oh, cool. It's all done. Let me see. Gauntlets of Light. Oh, I have no use for that. I got 1,000 gil for that. Yay! Alright, item level 80. How good the music is in this raid. Alright, so yeah. In this for this boss, A is gonna go to the left, B is gonna go in the middle, and C is gonna go to the right. So basically 3 groups of 8 are gonna be handling their own little thing. And I have no idea how this one is supposed to work. I'm just gonna damage the boss and hope for the best. Greater Demon! Alright, cool. Now we just gotta wait for them to do their stuff. Yay! We did it! Alright, so that wasn't necessarily a boss fight. It was just an alliance raid encounter. Yeah, like raids in WoW, mob encounters in the raids, in the alliance raids are kind of operate on a different level. Oh god, really? You're starting it now? Okay. Oh god. That. I don't know if me being invisible compared to other people is supposed to have me do something, but I'm just going with the flow. Oh, let me click on the enemy. There we go. Oh, cool. Yay, boss fight done. Alright, treasure coffer A. Crimson Celestial Gloves. Yeah, no, that's not for me either. Alright, got 1,000 gil for that, and I gained experience for it. Good. Alright, so the bosses will give you experience, while the mobs will not. Good to know. Oops, I gotta jump. Alright, so I guess Team A is gonna go after the one on the left. Elegant balloon? Oh god. I'm not ready for the party yet. God. Alright, so I guess don't let any of the balloons or napalm go inside the middle. Because that would be super bad. There we are. Alright, I think we're coming up to the final encounter here in a little bit. I think it's the behemoth up here and then one last encounter. Ooh, it's King Behemoth. God, epic meteor. Where the hell am I supposed to go? In the middle of everyone? Okay, that was the right decision. God, the bitrate must be going to hell right now. At least the local version recording isn't going to be that bad. Oh, I died. I guess I was in the wrong spot. I guess I was supposed to be a little closer to the group? Oh, cool. Yay. Alright. Oh, gonna take that. It's an eye patch. I'm gonna take it. Alright, so where are we all going? Oh, we're going up here. Cool. Alright. I guess I'm supposed to be taking this guy out. God, I think the machinist in one of the machinists in our party got one shot. Okay, so I managed to avoid that. Cool. Avoid that. Hurry! Aw, someone didn't make it. Oh, we have our own enemy to deal with now. Cool. Black Mage couldn't quite make it in time. Move. Oh my god, that was close. Thank you so much. Alright, at least the... Oh, there's an Iron Claw as well. Yay! I did it. What the hell rescued me? Oh, well, looky at this. I got a couple of spam bots in my chat. I'm just gonna pass on that. Onion armor! Let me actually see what this looks like. Try on. Oh my god, that actually looks like the onion armor. Oh. Okay, cool. I guess people left, so I was the only one left that hadn't rolled yet and got it anyway. Alright, I gotta take care of this real quick. Account. Oh my god. Well, let's ban it. Poor little accounts only created to be bots. Oh there, Throat. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be written in large volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. I got consolation prize for attending. I got onion armor. I also got the eye patch. I'm gonna be adding that to my little glamour repertoire. The scale of this structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what are the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. You could say that again. Giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Flem, not Acheron. Flem. He was a hero of the Algon Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Algon Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Algon's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this! That's the tower itself. Well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? Can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Coinox, find for the present, and there plan our next step. And lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Oh, I'm back over here. Cool. Off we go then. Whee! And it's a foggy day, so the tower is just a blurry looking thing. I just realized this gate is slanted. The Leaning Tower of Crystal. Oh, hi. I see you were just waiting for me at the door. Now I can actually get back to St. Coinox Find. Gonna be level 53 by the time I get into the Heavensward content. Ah, here we go. For posterity. And it looks like it is still redded out for me, so I guess yeah. Grahati is ready to address the assembled fellowships of Noah. The Fellowship of Noah is being accounted for. It is time to... This assembly was called to order. Rambros will be presiding over the meeting, and if you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back. I've just been reading about your encounter through the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the silver. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds, of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses before proceeding to ensure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Throat's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most empathetically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Algan technology. In short, our misgivings were well-founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth. It has somehow been reawoken. As as seems increasingly likely, the Tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work. The answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easier said than done, if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such a time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. It's like you said, Chief. We founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons. That means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some backbreaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I'm to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. Pouty boy. As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Throat. I am well aware that I shall never be a match to one with your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rest from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allegan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it's time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the tasks at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Meeting adjourned. And another cutscene. Oh, it's this guy. Who is it? Who is this, I wonder? Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So, this is the legacy the Allegan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. I believe the fates had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. So long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. Yep, it's Nero. The guy who cowered away in the castrum. In the praetorum. Sorry. Alright. I'm gonna check to see if I can actually take the next main scenario quest first, and then I'm gonna go on ahead and come back. Yeah, I honestly don't know if I can actually access it next or not. Yeah, I just want to make sure. If I can't, then I'm just going to continue with the Crystal Tower. If I can, then I will be continuing with the main scenario. It's still red, son of a bitch. Okay. So I gotta complete more of the Crystal Tower, and potentially all of the Crystal Tower. I did not join a fate. I just flew over a fate. Alright, so yeah, I gotta continue with this. Circus Tower. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You're doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower. Let me guess, nothing happened? Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say that there's nothing worthwhile to report. Oh. The Suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside it. You will recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway into the principal spire, Circus Tower, the Algans called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we're at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talents shan't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people to scouting such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance. All right, and you are? Oh! Be at ease, friends, for we share the self-same goal. I am Une, and my companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the Algan civilization sent by the students of Baldestine to assist in your endeavor. Une and Doga, rather unusual names for this day and age, if I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. You claim to be here at the student's behest, but we've received nary a word of your coming. Moreover, in light of a recent incident at the Isle of Val, I should think that they have rather more pressing concerns. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you we are here to help. My hand! What is a Graha? It cries out in a metallic sound. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Algan eye as well? The The sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique to the Alligans, yet I inherited it from my father as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I've sought to learn the truth of this manifestation. If there is aught you know, I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess this trait are bound by fate to Allig. As your eye has placed you upon this the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems we have naught to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If that's your wish, then so be it. Yet know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Baldessium when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well. As of this moment, I name Une and Doga advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the circus tower entrance. I promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Throat, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. We gotta find some way to get this story going. And we're taking Graha with us. Feels like there's something on my neck. I think my shirt keeps on brushing against my neck. Make me think there's a bug. Hold on, I'm checking something. Okay. So since it seems like all signs are pointing to finish the Crystal Tower, probably going to be stuck on this for the next hour. Oh, if it isn't Throat. Eager to enter Circus Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, this place is locked up as tight as a clam. Ooh, it's the door. Some old faces to lift the spirit, and a couple of new ones besides. Let me introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Allag sent here by our friends of Baldessium to aid in the investigation. We understand you are having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. It is our hope that we can be of some small assistance. If your tower is ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Circus Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. Problem is, we can't get it open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to a magitech cannon. Nothing so much as put a scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 sentinels, but it doesn't make it any less effective as a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman respectant, Allegan royalty by my judgment. Precisely who these individuals were we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it is purely decorative. If you're thinking to force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed. Why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? Open says us. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. Seven hells, what is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through the legend, I'm delighted to see. Oh, it's Nero. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you've acquired. Nero, you're still alive? Garland, Garland. If I didn't know better, I'd say you weren't happy to see me. But I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is, for all intents and purposes, defunct. And my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land Eorzea, a regular itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? If you are suspicious of my intent, 'tis only my just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these two odd characters. As you are doubtless already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Alleg's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I've unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these two are descended from Alcan royalty? Or they're living keys? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty. Living keys born of Algan ingenuity. Called it. Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? 'Twould seem that the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. It was not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much more to tell. Very well. Seven hells, do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland, you know me better to think that I spoke a jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? A date? Maybe? An elegant tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you. And a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it's yours now. I wish you joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. Dude, did he just lick his lips? If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. It is perhaps, as it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader, Rambros, may wish to be present. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldessian. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through Allegan technology. This is rather a lot to take in. It would not be considered unseemly, but might I ask why you and yours were created, and more specifically, what is it that you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit Allegan history. Pray bear with us. The Allegan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood as the symbol of Allegan pride. Parents took their children there, that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. I hope you're taking notes, because this is going to be on the test later. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of a strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allegan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alec to greatness. Ammon was his name, and he believed that the Allegan Empire wanted for a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. Founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Xande. None other. As part of his experiments, Ammon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are products of that experiment, copies of Une and Doga. Historical texts mention the reigns of two Allegan emperors named Xande. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike, to think that the two were in fact one and the same. Aye, Xande returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more, and true to Ammon's prediction, the emperor restored the realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allegan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Xande returned his sights toward a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Smirk. Darkness again? Seven hells. What is it with megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. About that. He's still alive on top of the tower, isn't he? Emperor Zand is very much alive. Within Circus Tower, he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamud was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it into the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blinking of an eye, the mighty Allagan Empire was laid to waste. Yet, even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Zand's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was ripe to awaken. Eras came and went. After a millennia lying dormant, Dalamud was summoned back to the Earth. Its descendant triggered the seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Zand awakened. His lust for power, the power consorted with darkness and was seduced by its far-corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now a little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. There's the big guy on the seat. Toward the top of the tower. Tis for no other purpose but to put an end to Zand's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited for our namesakes, the true Une and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will that we might carry on their mission should they fall. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Zand, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary man who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion, Throat Garrote, we are confident that we can end Zand's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew the students at Baldessian among a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So what will you do? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it. He seems like he's big enough that I can shank his ankles easily. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Allagan Empire's dark past laid to rest. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allagan civilization. But what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Une and Doga, living, breathing Allagans. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Circus Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. As you did for us within the Labyrinth of the Ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate all hostile elements. Suffice it to say, this includes Emperor Zand himself. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Circus Tower from the outside world. To work, then. They all walk off, and I go into the tower. Euro's back and they're already bickering like a couple. Wait, there's something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The elegant eye, you called it. But to us, it is the royal eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only those in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. And so... let's go on ahead and unlock the second raid. Blah, 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 blah. My apologies if I've given you cause worry. I'm quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now's not the time. Now's the time for action, not idle thoughts. Circus Tower awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, blah, 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 leading up to a final fight with Emperor Zand himself. Circus Tower is now accessible. Alright. I gotta go in from the other side then. Alright. And now we wait again. I think I might use this time to actually get up and stretch my legs. I've been sitting here for about an hour and my back's been bothering me constantly. Or, you know, we could just be ready now. I'm still gonna get up and stretch. Oh yeah, one more thing about Alliance raids. Each group of 8 has a different makeup than a normal raid. Alliance raid groups are made up of a tank, 2 healers, and 5 DPS. Alright. Circus Tower. Let's get this over with. Alright, at least I'm not the leader this time. I'm I'm in Alliance A again. Cool. Enemies defeated. Let's keep going. I wonder what this song would sound like if it were a little more upbeat and rock themed. I bet it would be one hell of a banger. Alright, taking out Skilla! Scylla. Got a bunch of wolves on your back. Ow. I think I'm dead. Help me. Yeah, I could use a little bit of a, freeze, please. Thaw, please. Thank you! There we go. Ooh, that was a flare! Alright, it's almost dead. Let's not worry about ads. There we go. The hounds grow silent. Finally, I can rest. Alright, what do I get? Amon's boots! I have no use for these. Pass. Me whenever I see any gear that isn't for a ninja or a disciple of war. Wow! This is worthless! Alright, I guess I'm gonna go with my actual group. Alright, well that was super simple. Oh, there's still one more. Oh, okay, and we got a green dragon. Cool. Large enough for me to shank it in the ankles. Is there still more? Oh! Doga's clone. There we go, the braid is no longer sealed. Alright, coming up on the next boss, I think. Lisa Laboles. Yeah, you don't want to get in the way of that. Oh god. Oh. Okay. I guess the ones with beams of light going at them weren't able to be affected at all. Alright, so that's for a Lancer or Dragoon, which is useless to me. Hey, it's a red Dacron. Ah, dang it. Ow! I didn't get a debuff from that, so I'm fine. Nice. All right. Up the red carpet. Ooh. Amon. I am Amon too. Get it. Oh god. Move away from that. There we are. Oh god, I am a frog! Help me! I am frog! Oh, I can still attack. Okay. Oh, get behind! I saw the big cast he was doing, and then I saw the ice blocks, and then I realized, oh crap, I have to hide or I die. There we are. I don't think I want that. That's a casting helmet. Oh, and I'm already at the top. Cool. Pass on that. I have no use for it. And now, Emperor Bad Guy himself. Looks like Asura from Asura's Wrath. You fight valiantly, mortals, but to no avail. Look at the thing on the back of my neck that kind of looks like a sombrero brim. Absolute darkness draws nigh. Soon I will be unleashed, and all shall return to nothingness. And they started the fight without us. Yes. Move immediately to the area. Because I at least want to try to stab him once. Oh, I couldn't get my my thing off on him in time. Got it. Oh, God. Move, move, move! Another one? Got it. Barrier? Or are we just finishing him off? Ow! I guess I was supposed to group up. That hurt. At least he's weak enough where we can actually just get him. Finish him off, guys. Please revive me. Thank you. Yay! And I leveled up. Shoot. I actually didn't want that. this little area kind of looks like it would be a good area for something important to happen. Besides this, of course. You know, like something super significant in a story or what have you. Takabaka. You're the only one left. And of course not. Pass. We'll take that and that. Pass and pass. I gotta wind up onion night. Use. It is now throneless. Long live the king. Oh. That is a cloud of darkness? You did it! You defeated Emperor Zand! Emperors may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly you are the champion we had hoped for, Throat. With Emperor Zand now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone, and a new one can begin with us at the reins. Oh, you kept your armor. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways we may seal off Circus Tower, either isolate it from the outside world or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. Yeah, that little rip of darkness. That distortion. What is it? It's merely a glitch in the system. We can fix it. The powers that Zand sought to obtain comes from the void. The world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of the Void Sent. Void Sent feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Zand entered into the unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Void Sent could freely enter our world. This covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Zand sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Toga. Finally, we may fulfill our purpose. These readings are off the chart. I wonder what's going... You're doing the evil thing again. Oh, be still, my beating heart! For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even Ultima Weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? Why'd you guys stop? Keep going. This covenant is everlasting. Should I censor that, or... you know what? I don't know. Oh god, clones. It's the Clone Wars all over again. Oh god. Please don't let Jar Jar Binks appear. And so Mercadia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under elegant rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid, an endless void bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. I can't help but think that's the brim of a sombrero. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear, my monotone. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Throwing wide the gates, as you would call it, I guess. Throw wide the gates. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. The rains have ceased again. Oh, he finally used his bow. Throat, pull yourself together. Sorry, I had a case of the echoes. Is there no end to them? What in seven hells is happening? Not now, damn it. Oh, looks like Sid can fight too. Oh, that looked like it didn't feel good. That looks like Nero's a lot more effective without that giant hammer of his. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Savior Japes Garland, I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them, a void scent, and no ordinary one at that. Doga! Oh, Neptune. Confound it! Without them, there's no way to master the darkness! The power is mine! Oh, he just threw it! Nero! Without you, I am empty! The covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to the find and insult Rambros. Yay, raid number 2 is done. I've been at this for almost 2 hours. I said I'd take care of all of Rome Reborn. I'm definitely going to be doing that. Alright, good. All this happened within the tower. Gods preserve. That rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I'm certain. There exist myriad kinds of void sent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Zan sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void sent's capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation's bleak. Though void sent can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends are still alive. Damn it, I feel so helpless. So empty. Without him. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Une. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but it is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years. And besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Zan's dark covenant is binding, our world's in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Graha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? It's a caffeine headache. I swore off caffeine yesterday and I keep getting them so often. As a child, my father told me the truth of our eye rests with Alag. And the answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I'm with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. And that bastard Nero as well, if only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. Though we have known them briefly, Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we're ready to ask. I would ask that you be patient in dealing with the void. One cannot be cautious enough. Thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength, which will probably be in a few minutes. Yay, more money. Alright. I'm just gonna check real quick. Because if I do... I might actually be able to do it. It didn't appear red, but I may actually have to get inside on the same map to see that. Come on, no red. It's red! No! Okay. Okay, that's fine. We are actually finishing the Crystal Tower. Oh, cool. It's no longer foggy, so I can actually see this with clarity. The world of darkness. actually going to make a change to the stream title. Yeah. Looks like this is going to go on for about 3 hours, so I think I'm just going to do Crystal Tower and the remaining Realm Reborn quests and save Uncharted 2 for some other time. Probably later this week. Think back upon our last foray into Circus Tower, if you will. Calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zan, but you, Throat, ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with a terrible void scent known as Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them, and Nero, out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zan's order and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Une and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with royal blood of Alec. 'Tis a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to the elegant tombstone Nero presented us. During the golden age of Alec, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zan's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the latter would suffice, but then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, the power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alec. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. Yeah, just run in when the gate opens and we go in and wreak havoc and get our friends back. And Nero. And Sid's, friend. Throat, just the man we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy have been informed. Quite well, the device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got, but it should produce the energy we need. Just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides, and do hurry, Throat. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to Crystal Tower? All right. I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom. Oh, good. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, Graha? Ah, Emperor Zan's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once stood as a symbol of Alec's art and power, now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Alec and civilization had lived on and a just emperor still sat on the throne, how different our world history would be. How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zan and his ambition. There were those who tried. Zan's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alec. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved toward Alec's heart for the kill, Zan lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zan desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness's coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied into Circus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood.